I hope I look okay.
Welcome to this episode of Why Is Harriet Crying? With me, Sunil Patel.
It's not that you can't just do a normal, you have to do a big fancy introduction today. Welcome to the 100th episode of Why Is Harriet Crying?
I thought it was 99th.
No, this is 100.
Oh, but we'll live. Okay, yeah, got it. Wow,
We're in
it's the big
episode
one.
100.
Okay.
It's the big one. Over 5 years.
If I'd known it was the
taken us.
100th, I would have made a real effort.
What would you have done?
Oh, my
'Cause you
hat
can do
I've
it
got
now.
my hat here.
You put your hat on.
I can't reach it.
Just bend round a bit more. Oh, dear. No one can see it's a podcast unless they're watching on the
unless
video.
they've got it on
Yeah.
Patreon.
Well, that's
Okay,
special
well-
for the Patreon members. Happy 100.
Happy 100th to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Get a brilliant guest on.
Oh.
So we've got smoother and smoother
Well,
the
we
longer
need to
we've
get
done
a-
it, I think.
Well, okay, we'll get a brilliant guest on.
Who should we have?
Well, we've already got
We've got
though.
Evelyn Mok here with us.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Sunil, you just started without any warning, and I was still talking.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I was just doing it
you
as a
cut
test.
Evelyn off.
I was doing it as a test.
Or
I
you
didn't
did-
realise we were actually going to start there. But you took my cue and went with it.
Yeah, I did, and I stopped talking.
Yeah.
And also, you told me you didn't tell me it was going to be filmed,
Yeah.
so I'm very self-conscious. But now you're letting me know it's only for the Patreon audience.
That's right.
Yes.
So I'm okay with that.
So you don't care what you look like
No,
for the
I don't.
Patreons?
No.
Okay,
if
fair enough.
you
Yeah.
if you're only listening to the audio, do remember you can pay money and see Evelyn Mok looking awful.
Excuse me.
It's worth. It's worth.
She does
It's worth the
look,
money.
she's got a very
I
cute
know,
new
I'm
haircut.
trying to get them to pay.
Oh,
actually-
trying to entice them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pay so you see the real me, the me that
It's like-
nobody else gets to
You
see.
can't look awful because you've been walking around all day. You wouldn't walk
She
around looking
looks
awful.
cute. I think we
That's
should
what I
encourage
said.
people
She
to
did-
pay
she-
because she looks hot.
Okay, that.
Go
Thank
look,
you.
go
Thank
look
She
at
was the one
Evelyn.
that said she didn't.
I would
You then
rather-
joined in though.
Yeah,
you
you
didn't
then
have to
joined
join in
Yeah.
with
I
your
like to
backwards
agree
cap
with
on.
people.
No, you
I'm
don't.
an
That's, you don't do
agreeable
that at
man.
all. No, you're not.
I'm very agreeable.
You're not. You literally take the opposite on every single.
Yeah, you're very hard
You're
working.
very
You are the
disagreeable.
ones taking the opposite of me for this.
You are. I think if two
I think if
people that know
anything,
you
you
very
are the
well
most
say you are
disagreeable
you
people
are
I've ever met.
disagreeable.
Yeah, you're so
You are both so
disagreeable.
We are so agreeable. Me and
No.
Evelyn will go to never-ending lengths
You
to
were-
please
yeah.
people. I said,
No.
my list came out and I said, please.
I think we're
Um,
known in the comedy circuit for being the most agreeable people. Me and
That's,
Harry.
that's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you are known as being very disagreeable
Yes.
and
Not
unlikable.
known as being
Yeah.
disagreeable or unlikable. You two are known as the biggest losers
Oh
in
my
comedy.
God, Snell.
What?
Well, you're friends with us, so what does that make you?
Exactly.
As someone who collects losers, puts them in a little pen.
You're the one with the
And
backwards
pokes
hat on. You're
Yeah,
wearing a backwards
winners
cap.
wear backwards hats.
No, winners don't wear. I've never
They
seen
really don't.
who's ever won something wearing a backwards cap.
Yeah.
Nobody.
That's actually a good point. Andre
Yeah.
Agassi, maybe?
The Losers World Cup, he maybe won then.
Yeah, he
Well,
maybe
Andre
won the
Agassi.
biggest
Yeah.
loser.
One of the greatest tennis players ever.
I've never heard of him.
You've, yes, you have.
All I
Never
know is
heard of
he
it.
had sex in a cupboard.
Did he?
Yeah, in a restaurant. Wait, who is he? He's a tennis.
Tennis
he's
player.
a tennis
yeah. Oh,
player.
you're talking about Boris Becker.
Boris Becker. Yeah. Who's
Boris Becker?
Boris Becker had
Boris
sex in a
Becker.
cupboard. Boris
Okay.
Becker had sex. Boris Becker had sex in a
Boris
cupboard,
Becker?
and then Andre Agassi. Don't know anything.
Well, he took a lot
About
of
him.
speed.
Oh,
Wow.
Becker. And he
Allegedly.
also hated
Allegedly.
tennis. No,
Let's
he
not
said-
get sued on our 100th episode.
He said it in his book.
Did
and
he?
Also, he hated tennis.
What?
Well, he sort of hated it towards the end.
Why?
His dad just made him play it because he was good at it and that.
Oh, so wait, how
Um,
old was he towards the end? Was he like 35?
Well, towards the end of his career.
Was he still like his dad was
he
still
went
there,
like-
just
yeah,
being
his
like,
dad
you
was
have
going,
to
like,
play
"You've got
it.
to Just go and fucking hit this back.
Yeah, now you have to win it for our country.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What
that
country is
sad.
he from?
America.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound American.
Well, straight in there. Evelyn
Wow.
Mok, Sweden's Evelyn Mok.
Yes. Thank you.
I haven't seen.
Actually, it does sound Swedish, Mok. Yeah, sorry.
I haven't seen Evelyn in over a year.
Yes.
You haven't, have you?
Yeah.
Haven't
The
seen
thing
her,
is,
have you?
So Evelyn, I haven't seen since what, September when you left?
Oh,
When
yeah,
did you
that's
leave?
right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I speak
no,
to
I
her a
left-
lot, and I have a lot of video calls with her. So
Yeah.
it wasn't such a huge like. Yes, I get to see Evelyn.
I mean, I felt that way when I set up a lunch date with Sunil. I was like, I'm so excited to see you, Sunil. And then when I met him, I was like, "Hey, Sunil, I'm so excited." And he was like, "Yeah."
I don't
So
like.
you were the one who wasn't excited. I was very excited.
Yeah, I was excited. I thought it was really
Why
fun
wouldn't you
lunch.
show it though? Just try.
Yeah.
Just try to show an
Because then it
emotion
would
because
be-
otherwise it's
Because
rude.
then it would be performative and not real.
No, but try and access an emotion. Just one. Just try and feel something and let someone know that you care.
All right, maybe I wasn't.
Just try and care
Maybe
about something.
Maybe I wasn't
I mean-
excited at all.
Sunil,
Wow.
Yeah.
Because didn't you guys start this whole podcast to try to evoke emotions into
And
Sunil?
it's
No,
really
to get
worked.
her
It's
to
been a
stop.
success.
Yeah.
As we realised on the
So
100th
successful.
episode that we've achieved our goal.
But I would like to offer everyone and Sunil
Yeah.
a theory of why he is
Evelyn
the way
is
he
a
is.
Evelyn is our licensed therapist.
I
I'm
would
a
love to hear this,
licensed-
Evelyn.
Evelyn's
I mean-
read upwards of 100 self-help books, and she'd like to offer her wisdom.
I'm a licensed professional YouTube watcher
She
Of
sent me so
videos.
many videos
on attachment
about
style.
from some woman just banging on about attachment style, and it was just like, what? You were like, I figured out. She like you spent a lot of time figuring out stuff.
Yes,
last year.
yes, I have. Yeah.
watching
You
YouTube
used this
videos.
time. She used this time to better herself.
I
That's
did,
very
yeah,
impressive,
I
actually. Good for you,
did.
Evelyn.
Yeah, I see
Um,
zero changes in Evelyn Mok in the last year. Not a single thing has changed about her. She's the same Evelyn.
Her hair's changed.
Her hair's changed.
Yeah, that's changed.
Yeah.
So that's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not from watching YouTube videos about attachment.
Maybe
is it?
she watched a YouTube video about
Alright.
hair cutting and she got
Okay,
hair.
let's have
and
this
cut my hair.
analysis.
Yeah.
Let's have-
to have
Yeah.
a better attachment style.
Okay, let's hear the
Go
theory.
on, let's hear the
Okay.
theory.
So I've been reading up on attachment styles.
Mm.
Great.
And attachment styles is a psychological theory that is based on your relationships with your primary caregivers when you're a kid. And the basis is that the way you form relationships later in life, especially romantic ones, or even close friendships, like close emotional relationships, the behaviors are all learnt from how you formed your attachment to your parents, basically, when you're a
Yeah,
kid.
when you're young. Yeah.
So there are roughly
Interesting.
Mhm,
This could go
mhm.
somewhere interesting. It won't. I guarantee it won't.
It's
But go
going
on.
somewhere so interesting.
Go on.
So I think when I say the attachment style Sunil is, everybody's gonna go like, oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, there are roughly like they separate it into 4 groups. The secure people are the ones who are, secure. They had a proper good upbringing, parents who were there, loving and there for them emotionally,
Yeah.
available, but also not overbearing. So they handle connection and rejection very well.
Sure.
It doesn't reflect upon them. And then we have 3 insecure attachment styles.
Mm.
The first one is anxious.
That's you. That's Harriet.
How do you know it's Harriet?
She's anxious.
Okay, good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one.
Well, you've got one
This is
thing
going
there.
great.
Yeah.
We've absolutely nailed Harriet on this theory. Go on.
No, this is about Sunil. Why are you
It's
nailing me,
about
Evelyn?
Sunil, exactly. He's just trying to project now.
Yes.
He's trying
yeah,
to,
go on.
like,
Probably that's
It's 'cause
what
she
your
looked at me.
attachment style does.
What, projecting?
Projects,
Is
yeah.
that right, Evelyn?
what? Sorry.
Does his attachment style project onto
Yes,
other people?
yes,
Yes,
yes. Is
that what
there
you
we
do
go.
if you're
That
like,
makes
you
sense
project
then.
stuff?
Yeah.
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 So anxious attachment is anxious preoccupied, basically. It's when the kid, the parent was, their emotional availability was unpredictable. So the kid had to kind of contort themselves into trying to gain the parents' love, basically. So an anxious preoccupied will often try to suss out what the other person wants and try to be that for the other person. And they're very preoccupied with their partner or the other person. Stop pointing at Harriet.
Why are you pointing at me? I'm not preoccupied with
I don't
Bobby.
think she is.
All right, fine.
I think you're very secure, actually.
Oh my
my
god,
God.
I just got
What
upgraded
is
to
happening?
secure. I'm the most secure. Fuck you,
Okay.
I'm secure.
Harriet is the most secure.
Harriet is the most
Yeah.
secure. I mean, she's the married one.
married one.
Yeah, but I'm married to Bobby. Like you can't, I don't
Yeah,
think
Bobby's
it counts.
Not secure.
Yeah.
Definitely not secure. Oh my gosh. And then we have the anxious avoidant or dismissive avoidant.
Oh,
And
interesting.
Okay.
Mhm. See, I only even just mentioned the name.
No, I don't know what.
We don't even know what it means.
Yeah.
And
Interesting.
But which one of these are me now?
I
guess
wonder which one is you. So
I don't
it's
know.
not
I genuinely don't know.
secure.
I'm waiting to find out.
What was
Not
the one
anxious.
we
I
just
just want,
heard?
I just want the experts to
Dismissive.
tell me.
let me explain
Dismissive.
the dismissive.
Yes, thank you,
And
Evelyn.
we'll see if you can figure it out, Sunil.
Very, very neat.
So the
Right.
anxious dismissive is they often grew up in a household where the parents were just emotionally unavailable.
Okay.
And so they learned that they had to kind of be independent and take care of their own needs. So
Oh, this is why you were asking me these questions the other
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
This is why she came around the other day and she was like, "Tell me about your parents." And I was like, "What?" We were supposed to be writing comedy, and I was like, "How is this helpful at all?"
She was diagnosing you.
probing.
I
Yeah.
was pop psychologizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what's that story about Disneyland?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
The story about Disneyland.
It's
When
fun.
you,
It's a
when
good
your
story.
dad went to Disneyland without you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a story I tell on
When they
stage,
showed
but
you
it's
photos.
the
Yeah.
exact thing that happened was that he was working in the Bahamas,
Uh-huh.
and he said, "I'm going on another work trip to Florida, so I'll take some photos of Disneyland for you."
But I bet you didn't even feel sad. I bet you just went, "Oh, it looks nice."
Yeah.
No, I
Like,
did
I
want
bet
to
that
go.
was you did want to go.
Yeah.
Oh, that breaks my heart to think of a little Sunil wanting to go to Disneyland. And since then, he's been dismissive. Ever
Yes.
since that moment, you've been
He's
dismissive.
No, I went to
emotionally
Disneyland.
dismissive.
Yeah,
I
did
went-
you?
yeah.
Which one?
I went to the Florida one.
Oh my
With-
God, you're
with
so
your
lucky.
No, I went with my aunts.
Yeah, that's not as good. That's not as good. As
No.
Yeah,
What are your aunts nice?
yeah,
Okay, well, did they go on all the rides with you?
yeah.
Oh,
I
well,
was
that's
21.
good.
Of course you were.
So as an adult, you went
Yeah, I
back
went as
to
an
try
adult,
and
but I never went as a kid. No,
yeah.
but there are lots of children don't get to go to Disney World. It's expensive.
I've never been.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's sad.
I've
That
been
is
to the
sad,
Japan
yeah.
one.
Whoa, Evelyn, that's
That's
so
the really expensive
cool.
one.
Thank you.
That's where you want to go.
I would. Well, I like to go to Japan.
Oh, I thought you
Oh,
wanted
just
to. You just wanted to, I
Japan.
thought you just wanted to go to
Japan.
Disney.
Yeah. All right, go on then.
Yes, but so
So
they
the
have
first
to-
point adds up.
Yes.
So let's
what was
see
the
what
first
else.
point? What was the first point?
That you had to fend for yourself, and so you never wanted to appear that you were vulnerable.
Exactly.
Why did I have to
So-
fend for myself?
Because your parents
'Cause
weren't
you never went to
emotionally
Disneyland.
available, and so you
Where are you
learned
getting this
that
from, though?
just from you.
It's just your
right,
personality
right, okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
your vibe
personality,
generally.
yeah.
everything,
Yes.
your
Oh,
vibe,
so you can
Sunil.
like take anyone's personality now and say this is what your parents
We can
were
take
like.
yours.
Yeah,
we
you
can
take mine,
apply
and
it to
specifically
this.
apply to
Yes.
me.
Yours.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
And also, so they learn to defend for themselves because they're like, oh, I can't rely on anybody emotionally, so I'm just going to rely on myself.
Okay.
You
And
feel
that's
you can't
why
rely on
You
anybody.
distance yourself
Emotionally.
from
Emotionally.
intimacy and emotional vulnerability. And
Yeah, you're not
also-
very
Everyone will let you
vulnerable.
down, yeah.
Exactly, everyone will let you
that's
down.
what-
They're funny you
Yeah.
should say that because that's exactly what your type would say.
No, I'm
That
finishing
everyone
that
would let
sentence.
yeah with the response that your type would say.
Uh-huh,
But that, she should
exactly.
Very
say it.
interesting.
Yeah, okay.
And
so interesting.
oftentimes, because do you remember what, Sunil, when I asked you how your childhood was, and you were like, yeah, it was all right, it was good. Oftentimes, dismissive avoidance will say that about their childhood because they haven't dug.
Oh
Because
yeah, no.
they
The thing
distance
is,
themselves from
I
it.
didn't want to talk to you about it because like
Why?
because Evelyn like loves to talk about like she loves other people's like she wants to know about trauma. She's like she loves that shit because all she does is read this stuff to try and explain things, and it's like now what? There's no end to it.
What do
There's
you
no
mean now? What?
Well, now she
Was that-
puts it. What? Oh yeah. Now that he knows, what does he do?
yeah.
oh,
what's the-
you should try to change it if you want to.
Yeah, just change
If
it.
you wanna-
Yeah, just fucking
If you
change
could
it.
just change
if you
it, that
wanna
would be
get
great.
into a
If you want,
relationship.
He doesn't want to.
doesn't want to.
It's
Because
too
that's-
late.
Yeah.
But
that's
what-
it. Because
so
you often
when-
tell me that women are terrifying.
No, I don't. I don't know why else.
you?
I've
Yes,
literally
Yeah,
never said that.
yeah, I've
that's
heard you
so
say that
many
loads.
times.
That you're scared of women.
Yes.
I've heard you say that so many times.
Well, I've
And sometimes
never said women are
I've seen you see a woman and go, ah!
Yeah. I've literally never said that. Oh,
I've seen you
I've said
scared.
some women are terrifying. Yeah.
And I've said, why
I've
are you
never said
hiding
women are
behind
terrifying.
that
Yes, you
door?
said
And then you
women
say,
are
there's a
terrifying.
woman
I've
on the
said
other side
when
of
I've
the
said
door.
women are terrifying, it's usually if they're like quite overbearing. So that's what I've said. Some women are terrifying in the same way some men are terrifying, but I've never said all women are terrifying. That'd
Well,
be
every
mad.
time you talk about somebody you've been on a date with, you're like, they're terrifying. I'm absolutely scared.
That is
That's
true.
I
That
see.
is
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
In a
yeah.
romantic women.
Yeah.
And actually, all your friends, your female friends, are very unoverbearing, maybe underbearing, which is
Yeah.
interesting.
What is this?
We're quite underbearing,
Well,
I'd say.
Actually, well, maybe I'm a bit overbearing. And
No,
Helen's
you're
a bit
not. You're
overbearing, right?
underbearing.
She
Am I
literally
underbearing?
wants to
Yeah,
go
you're
for
not
lunch
overbearing.
every day, and I'm like, just,
She wants lunch every day. That's mad.
but not on her own. She can't be alone.
I can be alone, but I'm just like, let's hang out, Sunil, because we're friends.
You don't want to hang out with your friend.
No,
Emotionally dismissive, avoidant.
because it'll be 3 hours of her going, "What were your parents like?"
So were there any more points?
Yeah, is there any more?
Oh, so not for that one. That's all I've read so far. But like for my attachment style is fearful, avoidant, or disorganized. It's called, which is a mixture of both.
So what does that mean about your relationship with your parents? How did that?
It means that I experienced trauma when I was a kid.
But nothing to do with your parents.
Well, it does mean also that emotionally,
Yeah.
my mother I had to handle her emotions for her.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Because she was very she couldn't handle her own emotions.
Okay.
So I often had to like listen to it.
So, and now you know that.
Hmm.
Is there anything you do differently or change?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to now. Yeah.
But what's that?
Well, I used to run away from men. I used to
Okay.
run away. Well, you know,
It seems you're scared of men as well.
Yeah.
Scared of men as
Yeah.
well.
You've never
Yeah,
said
yeah,
men are terrifying.
You've said women are
I've never said
terrifying,
that.
though.
That's true.
No. Well, actually, obviously, you've
But
got
they
more
are.
to be terrified.
Men
of
are
than
terrifying,
I would have
exactly.
women. Yeah.
So interesting, you're scared of women when they don't pose
I'm
you
not
any
scared
threat.
of
You're
women.
emotionally scared of women.
No,
Same
I'm
way
not
I'm
And
scared of
physically.
scared of
I'm emotionally and physically scared of women. And it's time the fucking podcast listeners knew that. And that is why I do a podcast with Harriet Kemsley. Because she doesn't count.
I've been told that so many times in my life that I don't
What?
count.
Me too, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's so funny.
Okay, so what
What
are the
about her?
steps you're going to take?
Oh, yeah,
Evelyn?
go on, yeah.
Oh, so every time a moment presents itself where it's an opportunity to be vulnerable
Yeah.
or get close to someone, I'm gonna breathe in and out. And
It's a really good
try
idea.
to feel the feelings
Oh,
and not and be aware that I have triggers that make me feel like, oh shit, I want to get out of here, and just like, okay, I'm gonna feel that, but don't do that. So I'm working on that. Yeah.
that's really good.
Thank you.
Is there any hope for Sunil?
Is there any hope for me?
I mean, are you willing to admit that you find women emotionally terrifying?
Never.
Admit that you find women terrifying. Admit it.
Never.
Come on.
Never. Never. If I do, you will never know. I will never admit it to you.
Literally,
You
we live
told him.
together, and you told me this all the time.
You always
I-
say
I
when you come back from a date, oh, I
Yes.
don't know what to do. They won't stop messaging
Yes,
me.
yes,
I don't know. I don't want to upset them, so I'm going on another
Exactly.
date with
That's
them.
not.
like,
None of this is true.
It's so true.
None of this is
so true.
like as if you're not a willing participant in it. Like you just have to
It's not
please
true
the
at all.
women
It's
because they're
absolute
so scary.
And this
Yeah.
is
It's not true.
exactly how a dismissive avoidant acts in
Yes.
No,
areas.
Yeah.
No, it's not at all.
And also,
The thing is, this is a trap because if you call someone dismissive, that means they have to accept everything you say to not be called dismissive.
Well, why don't you give it a try?
is it all it is?
Accept it. Just accept it.
No, but COD psychology, especially when the way you're
What do you
doing
mean,
it-
COD?
Well, it's nonsense.
it's not.
It's not nonsense.
It's-
Evelyn saw it on YouTube.
Yeah, and social workers use this theory.
Yeah, they do great work, but these guys aren't social
No,
workers.
I'm like, Sunil. The thing is, you get caught in something that's called the anxious dismissive trap. I think I can't remember the exact
This
trap.
does
I
seem.
cannot
It
believe
does.
we're still
It
listening to
does
this.
seem like you're in
Yeah,
a
go on,
trap.
the anxious
Yes.
dismissive trap. Yeah.
Anxious avoidant, anxious preoccupieds are attracted to dismissive avoidance because they have to chase,
Right.
and you are
You
attracted
run.
to them because you get to dismiss. You get to run.
Oh, you love dismissing women, so
Yeah.
you run because you're scared.
Yeah.
But
What are you getting
actually,
involved? You literally said one sentence from her.
But the thing is, because you do, yes, you end up, you're like, oh, she's texting me all the time. Oh, blah, blah, blah. It's getting too much. It's getting too much. So it's like,
Yeah.
but you attract those women.
yeah,
problem.
you look for them in the first place,
How'd
and
you
then
find
you
them?
dismiss them. So what does that say?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not true.
Yeah,
It's so true.
that's such a dismissive response.
That's why you can't argue with it.
Just why don't you just accept it?
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine. Okay, great. So you're
Fine.
scared of women. So
No,
what are we
you know
going to do
what?
about it?
You two
You-
win. You win.
Thank you. Great. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna shut you in a room with a woman for 3 days
What, aversion therapy.
and see if you can hold it one in your hand.
You're going to make me almost drown in order to not be scared of water.
Yeah, exactly. Put you in, put a snake on you. We're gonna put a woman on you.
Yeah,
And we're
exactly.
gonna
I don't
gonna
mind
see.
snakes or women.
She's just gonna be saying the sentence over and over again. Just communicate with me.
Fucking
Just
hell.
let me know what you're feeling.
Yeah, but that's not always the thing,
Oh,
is
no,
it?
my,
No, that's-
my shirt popped open.
Something for the
Sorry.
Patreon viewers there. Evelyn's shirt just
Come
popped
join us on
open.
Patreon. It's very cheap it's much cheaper than OnlyFans or any kind
Way
of
cheaper than
equivalent.
Evelyn's
And
OnlyFans account.
You're welcome, Patreon of Why is Harriet Crying?
Yeah. What about
wow.
Harriet?
So what are you gonna do?
I'm not going to do anything. I don't take
But
this
we've got to
seriously.
work out what you've got to
Yeah.
do.
No, I don't
You've
take
got
any of-
to stop being scared
I
of women.
simply cannot
have
take
Should we get you
to.
either of you
hypnotized?
seriously.
Should we get you hypnotized maybe,
I
or
don't
like
think-
some kind of
Yes. Go back to your childhood.
yeah,
Go back to the childhood. That's what hypnotherapy does.
Well, I get another lad or fiver to do it, shall I?
yeah. Okay, so shut your eyes.
Shut your eyes.
Women aren't a threat.
I can't do it.
Also, stop smoking.
Yeah, if you can just stop me smoking, that'd be fine.
So you need to communicate how you feel. I think is what we've reached the bottom of here,
Yeah.
and not be afraid of women.
Yeah.
What?
Why are you afraid of intimacy, Sunil?
Because he's worried he's going to be rejected. He hates to be vulnerable.
Yeah,
He has to be strong at all times. He can
Yeah.
never show weakness.
Have you ever
I show
been-
weakness a lot.
No.
I mean, wearing your cap back and forth is
This isn't a great look. Yeah, for this conversation. It's like you're interviewing a jock.
It's not like we're
Yeah, it's
interviewing
like
a job
you're
at
interviewing an
all, to be
absolute
honest.
alpha,
It's
like,
really,
high school
I'd
jock.
say it's nothing like that, to be honest. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say it looks like you've played sport in years.
Oh, it's worse when you turn it to the front.
Yeah,
Why?
it's very Bill Gatesy.
It's actually quite
Yeah.
small for my head.
It is too small for your head.
Why do you have it?
Why do I have
If
it?
it's too small for your
That's a really
head.
good point, Evelyn.
It's just too tight, that's all.
Okay.
It's on its last rung, actually.
It's not on the last rung.
You just went to change it, but you
It is
literally,
actually,
you
isn't it?
can't,
I don't know, it's
you
one of
can't
those-
make it any smaller. To be
Can we do
honest,
Harriet now, please?
we've already done me.
smell?
No, we haven't. What's hers?
Why does it smell?
It smells burnt, doesn't it?
It's the back door's open, so someone's burning something next door. I think.
Okay.
Oh,
That's...
okay. Are you trying to
guess
burn
that's
us?
okay.
Yeah.
Could be the lights. Oh fuck.
Is it?
What?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Wait, is it
You
the
think
lights?
something's on fire?
Yeah.
What's
Wait,
on
what?
fire?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Is it really the lights that are on fire?
Yeah, no, the floodlight when it gets warm, there's like dust on it, so it just burns it off.
Oh.
Scary.
That. Would you say that was an avoidant technique then when you
Yeah,
got up just to
yeah.
move away
Set
from
the
the
place on
fire.
conversation? Yeah.
It
to
was,
get
yeah.
over
I
Yeah.
just wanted to get away from the conversation.
Yeah, well, I think we all know that I'm anxious, but it's
I don't think
it's
you're
fine. It
anxious,
can be positive, because you're too scared to
think-
let somebody go.
but I don't think you're anxious at all.
Thank you so much. So I guess I'm secure.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, I
probably
guess,
secure.
I guess
Harriet's
I'm just really
absolutely
secure.
fine in
I
every
guess I'm
respect.
just fine.
I've met
Thank you.
Harriet's parents. Your parents are lovely.
My parents are very lovely.
Parents are
Yeah.
She had a very
So
lovely upbringing.
so how does that explain why I'm here?
How does that explain you? Like,
How does it-
everything
what
was
went
fine,
wrong? There
everything
was
set up well.
Really, there must have been some kind of
Yeah, you're right.
glitch.
I don't find you anxious at all.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
More just like thoughtless and a little bit
Okay.
careless.
Well, okay. That seems
That's
rude.
not one of the types, Sunil.
That was just an insult.
Not-
It was not related to anything.
Not everyone fits into your convenient
Yeah.
little box.
Okay.
Just a bit sort of forgetful.
You don't need
That's
to keep
nothing to-
listing.
No, it's
we've,
fine.
we've pointed out that it's not a type. So Evelyn, what other self-help books did you read? So did you, because Evelyn's been in Sweden during all of lockdown,
Yeah.
so we
Have
haven't
nothing to
seen
do.
her.
Mm-hmm.
So what have you been doing? You've been improving yourself.
Brene Brown.
I love Brene Brown. Have you listened to Brene
I have
Brown?
not, no.
Oh my God.
Because you do a lot of self-soothing. Oh, that's another thing for the dismissive avoidant. I actually realized self-soothing, which is like watch a lot of TV shows or like take up hobbies. Sunil, you're famous for taking up like juicing for 1 week and then you're
Yes,
Is it
done.
6 weeks?
one day.
One
I'd say
day?
1 week is
It was 6 weeks,
no.
and I
I'd say a
was
week is
glowing.
generous.
I looked great for
And
6 weeks.
you were gonna build a model car.
Yeah, basically after
Garrett
every
Miller
Edinburgh,
was gonna
I'm
do it.
always like, I should just take some time off and not do any comedy, do something else. So I just try and do something in September every year.
And he ordered it. It came to the house, and then it was just stood in the
It just stood
living
in the
room
living room.
for like forever until you
It
moved
never
out.
until I moved out. Yeah.
And then like
Didn't wanna do it.
so you do these things. It's like self-soothing. You soothe yourself. Basically a way to distract yourself from dealing with the pain.
Yeah, I think also how you imagine yourself is not how you are. I think
Oh,
But that's
yeah.
I think
everyone.
you imagine you're some kind of like wood chopping, like
I absolutely
earth,
don't.
like strong man that
I've
can
never
do
imagined
like
myself as that.
that can do like things like building and stuff, and
Yeah.
you have
A
none of
crypto
those.
king.
Yeah, you
I am
think.
a crypto king though.
I don't know if you
I don't
are
know.
you?
Well,
Maybe
it depends
you
how
are.
the markets are today, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, very much depends.
think over one other week.
Sorry for bringing it back to
Yeah,
this, but-
sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been watching Brene Brown. She's great. You should watch her too, Sunil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You'll learn a lot about shame.
Yeah.
But then the thing is, like, and I totally accept this is like, this might be
Vulnerability.
important information and stuff, but my issue with all of this stuff
Mm-hmm.
is that it's not actually helpful, but it's just entertainment. It's just another form of entertainment.
It's not, Sunil. It's very traumatic. It's
Yeah,
very like you have to really dig deep to
Yeah.
do these
No, I
things.
do.
Actually,
I understand. Maybe like having
it's a
therapy is very
glossary.
useful, but I mean more like watching YouTube videos about things or like reading about stuff. That's just another branch of the entertainment industry.
oh my
And there's
God.
people making money off people who think they can solve their problems, but there's no. That's
It's
not
just
how
a
it works.
glossary for the feelings you're feeling.
Yeah, that could. What's the point of that?
In combination, what's the point?
Yeah, yeah. What do you get from that?
To understand
Yeah,
yourself.
you understand yourself better.
And then what do you do though?
Then
Like-
you can face your actual pain or trauma.
But what does that like? How does that manifest itself? Like, what does that do?
So
How'd you do
me now, I'm basically I faced my core thing,
Right.
which I won't bring up on the podcast, but and it's taken me like 33 years to do that.
Right.
And now that I am, instead of numbing the pain that I used to feel from it,
Yeah.
I face it and actually cry a lot. There was a period when I started to do this where it felt like grief, like
Yeah.
I was grieving because
But you did that through therapy, right? You talked. to
I
people
hardly
about it.
talked about it in therapy.
So everything
It's
you've
first
learned.
now that
Yeah.
I'm starting to talk about it in therapy.
Right.
But of course, I've done therapy for
Yeah,
3
yeah,
years,
yeah,
like 4
yeah.
years, and it's all come up to this point so that I can start talking about it.
Right.
But in addition to that, like listening to Brene Brown and stuff, because she just puts a glossary to all of these feelings.
Right.
It's made it much easier to navigate the feelings.
Right.
Because otherwise it was just a jungle, and then it was like, oh, I'm feeling it's because of this, and so it's like, oh, basically one thing she talks about is numbing. You try to numb the shame and the pain. And so I numb. Everybody numbs. Like, by,
You numb.
You numb.
Yeah,
You numb.
You numb all the time.
You numb
You
all the
numb,
time.
but
Yeah,
you
you numb.
Both numb.
You numb with almond
You
croissants. That's what you numb with.
Me too. And so now what I'm seeing now is that I'm like, okay, let's feel it. Let's feel everything. And it was painful at first, but now it's like, okay, I'm feeling everything and I'm not eating as much.
That's so brave to try and feel things. You should try that.
What are you doing in the middle of this conversation?
No, because I've done the same thing as Evelyn, where I had for a while like loads of like thought, and I just thought you had to feel that way,
Yeah.
and then you don't actually have to feel that
don't
way.
have to
There
feel
is
that
a way
way.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've both done like loads of therapy and stuff. and that's
Yeah,
great.
but
I just mean-
but we're just saying we're not the only ones that could
Yeah.
do it. Like there, it's maybe someone
it's
else
great
sat.
for you.
It's maybe
This is
someone
an
else sat here with us
intervention.
that could
think
also
so.
do it and
Yeah.
might help
Yeah.
them
And
maybe.
it's
Like
not Elliot.
it's not
I don't buy it.
Elliot. Elliot's done it.
Shut up, Elliot.
Me and Evelyn have done it. So we're just trying to think of another person that might be
Yeah,
in this
who
room
might
that
need to do
maybe
it.
Do what?
could do it, do
Yeah.
some
I'm not
self-reflection,
watching TED
introspection,
Talks.
be
I
a bit
refuse
braver.
to watch any TED Talks.
You don't need to watch TED Talks, but you need to go and sit in a room with a
With Evelyn.
person. With me, Sunil.
God, imagine you as a therapist.
I
could
would
not.
be. I mean, I have sort of been a therapist for like several men.
That's true.
So
That
many
is
men.
true, yeah.
Have you? Oh God, yeah.
I just want to talk a
Nah.
little. I just want to talk about like my relationship
You're
with
like-
my mother. Oh my God, tell me more.
God,
Yeah.
no, thank you. To Evelyn as my therapist, or Harriet.
Why? I'd be a good therapist.
No, you can't have a
Oh,
therapist who's
Harriet
your
would
friend
be
as well.
lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, my therapist. I think I'm becoming friends with
That
her.
shouldn't be
That's a
happening.
bad sign,
Yeah, it's a bad
Evelyn.
sign.
No,
It's
that's
a bad
bad.
I think we're gonna end our session soon.
I'll be a
Right,
therapist.
should we knock it on the head soon, or
What?
how long we got left?
Do you want to hear a
This is a
sad
great
story?
conversation.
All right, go on. Let's have a sad story.
Okay, this one is actually really sad. I have
Saw
to
your
turn.
passcode.
Oh my God. I have to turn airplane mode off on my phone. Hang
This
on.
went really quick. Are we almost done?
No, I don't know. I just said that. As a
He was
laugh.
just trying to
Oh, he
avoid
was
the
We've got a
You
bit of time
dismissive
left.
avoidant.
You're a
Yeah.
dismissive avoidant.
I'm drinking bubble tea.
Okay.
Is it nice? I never really. You look really happy. Swallowed, chewed, and drowned by hippos. Strange deaths by Africa's most dangerous animal.
Hippos
Did
are
you know?
dangerous.
No, you didn't know that.
Yeah, I
Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that until I just found out. Literally, they're more. Okay, guess what the most.
Nobody knew that until you found out.
Shush.
I didn't
Okay,
know it.
Evelyn didn't know it.
Yeah.
You didn't know it. You just
I did.
pretended
knew
after I said
hippos
it.
were dangerous.
No. Okay, so what's the most dangerous animal on the planet?
I don't know.
Humans.
Wow.
Humans.
Fucking end the podcast there.
Humans
Humans.
are the most dangerous.
Wow, I
What's the
didn't know that.
second most dangerous
So dangerous
animal?
to what? Dangerous to who?
Dangerous to themselves.
To the planet.
Who's the most dangerous animal to themselves?
Probably humans.
Yeah,
And
what-
or those ones that jump off when they jump off after each other.
Lemmings.
Lemmings. But what's the second most dangerous animal in the world?
Hippo.
Yeah, it's a hippo. But you probably wouldn't have thought that. You wouldn't have
Absolutely
said that.
meaningless.
You
What
wouldn't
are
have
you
said that.
talking-
You would have thought it's a lion.
Yeah. Or a
I
shark.
wouldn't have said the most dangerous animal in the world is a human. I don't know who you talk to. Who though?
Every film says
Everybody.
this.
Who kills
So
more people
everybody.
or animals? Humans.
Oh right, so it's who kills the most humans.
Well, what
Literally-
means dangerous? To
Literally
you,
what
it's
Avatar
women.
is
That's
about.
your. to you.
So it is humans.
Literally what Avatar is about, and the Planet of the Apes.
There
and
we go.
Inception.
I do not retract that these are the two biggest losers. I know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, go on then. Hippo at someone.
They're the third largest land mammal on Earth after the elephant and the rhinoceros. They are semi-aquatic. So sometimes what they'll do is they can run at speeds of over 20 miles an
Oh,
hour.
wow.
How is this a sad story?
Over, how many miles can you run an hour?
Certainly not that fast.
3.
She's building
Yeah,
it
I
up.
can, less than walking speed.
Harriet's building it up.
She's
I'm
not building
setting
up.
the
She's not read
scene.
it. She's
I
not
have
read
read
the
it. I've
article.
read this twice actually, and then I sent it to Bobby,
First time ever.
and I tagged him on the Twitter link. It's very. I don't think people know. We need to let people know because
There's no-
everyone they say hippos are portrayed as like cute little like ballet dancing animals, and
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
they're vicious.
They are
Yeah, yeah,
vicious.
Um,
But maybe they're only vicious when they're attacked.
no,
they
no,
feel
no, no,
threatened.
no, no,
they
no.
attack for
That's a
pleasure.
misconception about hippos. They are vegetarians, but they will kill for fun.
They kill for fun.
They kill for fun.
That's fucked up.
What do they kill for fun?
That's really.
Humans.
Mm,
And they swim and they attack boats and then they drown the boat. So like there's like people are just like in a boat and they're like, oh, what a cute little hippo. They don't know it's the second most dangerous animal on Earth, or that the other people in the boat they're with are the most dangerous animals on Earth. And then they say, watch out, and then it starts rocking the boat and it drowns them.
why does it hit our boats?
What?
Why does it hit boats?
Because the
They want to
people are
kill
in the
humans.
boats.
Are you not listening?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if that's true or not, and I don't think it is.
It is.
So
That they kill humans for sport.
Yeah, for fun.
That's not true.
I think.
yes,
you
it
deserve
is
though.
true.
It's all right.
A Tampa Bay woman survived a 2018 hippo attack.
The
Now
fuck is
she
a hippo
tells her
doing in
story.
Tampa Bay?
Wait, where's Tampa Bay?
Florida,
In
isn't
Florida.
Do they have hippos in Florida?
Was she
No.
attacked in Florida though? Maybe she wasn't attacked
Maybe
in Florida.
okay. I have a leg. It may not look the same, but it's here.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
She sat in a canoe that had been rowed to shore, and the beast that had attacked her was out of sight, somewhere in the Zambezi River, not Florida.
Okay, good.
She never
Yeah.
saw its face. It was December 1st, 2018. It was her birthday.
Do you guys reckon if in the lineup she could pick out the hippo that attacked
She
her?
never saw its face, Evelyn. She never saw its face. She wouldn't be able to.
Wouldn't it be
She
acceptable-
couldn't.
Unacceptable to do that.
She was on a river tour that was described as a beginner-friendly venture on calm waters.
no.
Not
I hope she sued them. I hope she got her money back.
so. Something
Tension is unbearable.
broke
in
from
this
the
story.
water beneath the canoe.
What was it?
It was a hippo. She popped to the surface and
Pop-
she
just
saw
popped up.
she
Popped
saw
up to the surface.
Ryan, that's her husband, swimming to shore. She was maybe 5 strokes away from land, but something clamped on her right leg, yanked her underwater, and tossed her side to side like a dog with a chew toy.
Oh, gross.
Instinct took over. Hold your breath. Don't panic.
Do you guys reckon that hippos, like sharks, they swim like and you see the little like fin stick up? Hippos, like what sticks up from the hippo?
What
The
sticks up?
teeth?
It's ears.
It's ears.
It's ears. She borrowed her husband's phone after she got to land. She called her mother, who said, "Do you want me to sing you happy birthday?" No, Mum, Kristen said. "I got attacked by a hippo." Sunil, you're not even listening.
Why are hippos so aggressive?
Sunil, I'm telling
So-
you a story about a woman.
Did you just kick me?
Yeah, I kicked you because you weren't listening.
I'm looking up to your facts that are wrong.
You need to listen to the story.
For decades, hippos have been hunted for their meat and their teeth. So over time, hippos have developed a very defensive response to human invaders.
Why do you need?
So they're not doing it for sport. It's because they're threatened by humans.
Paul
Uh,
Templar, perhaps the most well-known hippo attack survivor, was nearly swallowed whole by one of the huge mammals.
Oh,
Nearly
That's
swallowed
crazy.
whole. He emerged with a gaping chest wounds and ultimately lost an arm, but went on to work as a motivational speaker. You might have seen his videos on YouTube. Evelyn. You might have seen them. As he told The Guardian in 2013, time passes very slowly when you're in a hippo's mouth.
fucking hell. Print that on a wall.
I have a
Yeah.
question though. Why are hippos hunted for their teeth? What do you do with the teeth?
I don't know. I guess it's trophies. I'm just guessing.
Necklaces.
Yeah.
While she was
giant hippo
while
teeth.
she was in hospital, her family brought her hungry hippos and a hippo emblazoned T-shirt.
Her family's taking the piss out of her.
Great.
And they joked that the hippo just wanted to give her a birthday kiss.
That's awful. That's so funny. What a horrible.
Wild
family.
Horizons website no longer features a guided canoe tour option, but advertises its adventure pass with a photo of a hippo bursting from the water, jaws agape.
Okay, what are the world's deadliest animals? I missed that. What was it?
Well, you should listen when I speak, and then you'll know what I'm talking about.
You could have laughed with us.
Oh my god, you missed out so many dangerous animals from your list.
It's number 2. Hippo was number 2 after humans. They kill 500 humans a
Not
year.
on the BBC list.
Oh, fuck the BBC.
Yeah.
Crocodiles, the tsetse fly.
The sexy fly.
Tsetse.
What disease is it?
Sleeping sickness. Parasitic disease, which
Oh,
causes,
no, because then you fall asleep and you can't move because you're so
kills 20
sleepy.
to 30. It kills 10,000 a year.
No, it doesn't.
I feel like
Yeah.
that doesn't count because it's
Dogs.
like an insect.
Dogs
Yeah.
are
Yeah, an
responsible
insect.
for the deaths of 25,000 people a year
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
from rabies.
Not cavapoos, though.
Snakes, 50,000 dead from snakes.
Not a year. Sunil,
This is a year! An estimated 50,000 people a year are killed by snakes.
okay, well, Sunil, you ruined the story,
top
and I
one-
think it's really
Yeah.
725,000 people are killed by this animal every year.
humans in
No,
wars,
no.
probably millions of people in
700
wars.
No, that's not how many people die in wars. Way less than that die in wars.
Millions in wars.
725,000 people die from which animal?
A cat. What is
Be
it?
serious. If you want to know the answer, be serious.
Shark.
Evelyn's just on her phone now.
Well, you were on your.
Yeah, for the podcast.
Everyone's checking your
We're
messages.
literally on Instagram.
What is it? What is
Mosquito.
it? It's an insect. It doesn't count.
Gives you malaria. You'll
So
die.
now I think you've just proved Evelyn's diagnosis by being really dismissive of my hippo
Really what?
fact.
Really what?
You're
Yeah.
really dismissive
Absolutely. You
of
both
my
lisp
hippo fact,
today.
which is your
And
type.
then with two lispers, which is
Dismissive.
actually a new. For
Do you
the podcast.
lisp?
No,
Do you not occasionally have a lisp?
no. See, you're avoiding
Yeah.
opportunities to be emotionally vulnerable.
Yeah, you could
I'm
be.
not, if I
You
was
could
ever
say.
emotionally vulnerable, it wouldn't be with you two.
You could say, "I'm scared of hippos," which is what you should say after hearing
Yeah.
that story.
Yeah.
I'd be scared of a hippo if I was faced with one.
Well, surprise, Sunil. Because
Oh,
for
really?
100th episode,
Where's the hippo?
you have to fight a hippo to
You'd be
survive
scared
your
if you were
fears.
bitten by a malaria-ridden flea or a
I wouldn't.
mosquito. Yeah, you would.
I wouldn't. I'd just go and get take a malaria tablet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
the
some
pills.
people can't access.
I
the
know, and it's
medication,
awful. Of
so,
course, of course.
Please help them.
I thought you were going to say, "Please join our Patreon."
Please join our Patreon, and we'll help them with the money.
No,
We won't-
s-
no.
Oh my god!
I
you
understand.
just made Elliot go audibly.
I understand why it took you 5 years to do 100 episodes. Sunil.
So thank you so much for listening to our 100th episode, everybody.
Thanks, it was a fun one. Thanks for
Evelyn
coming on,
has
Evelyn.
a very good podcast that you can listen to.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Just tell everyone about your podcast,
Are
Evelyn.
you ever gonna have Harriet on?
Oh yeah.
Get Harriet on to Rise to Meet You.
It'd be lovely.
Why is that funny?
Yeah, why is that funny, Sunil?
Why is that funny?
Yeah.
Because you're.
Because I'm what?
Because you're funny.
You're laughing, imagining how funny it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can just imagine Nigel in this position dealing with what you two did, and it would be far harsher than what I've said to you.
Wow.
Yeah, but it doesn't justify you being harsh. Because
Yeah, just
somebody
'cause
else is being
Nigel's harsh
I
doesn't
wasn't
mean you
harsh with
have to
at
be
all. I was
harsh.
listening. I was very interested.
You
No,
felt
you weren't.
attacked because you're afraid of
Yeah.
women.
I didn't feel
Yeah.
attacked. I felt.
You felt
I felt
attacked, and then you attacked us.
Fine. I didn't
Yeah.
attack you.
Yes,
You
did.
attacked
In
before
what way
you were
did I attack
attacked.
We have evidence. It's been recorded.
What did I say to attack you? How did you feel attacked?
You said we were the stupidest people you'd ever met. I feel like you said that at some
Well, you
point.
called us
Didn't say-
I think
losers.
you
I didn't say you're
said.
the stupidest people. I
I
say
th-
you're the two biggest losers I know.
Oh, sorry, my mistake.
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
Not the same thing.
You're not
Um,
stupid. In no way are either of you
Thank
stupid.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
We're
so
very
much.
smart.
You're
Thank
idiots.
you.
That's what you are.
Okay. Thank you, Snell. So Evelyn's podcast is Rise to Meet You.
Yeah.
Very good podcast.
Very good podcast.
Do you have
For
any
white people too. It's not just for Asians. We have a
Oh,
lot of
that's
white
why you were
listeners.
saying it would be funny if I went on Rise to Meet
No.
You. It was a race
It's really
joke.
funny.
Yeah. Sunil's been on it, and you were very uncomfortable because Nigel was really mean to you.
Oh.
No, that's not me. I was fine. He
Oh.
was upset because
Scared of women and Nigel.
no. So Evelyn tried to get me on her podcast to talk about housemate issues, but we didn't really have anything that we were both arguing about.
We did,
So
but
it's
then
quite-
I think it
I
was
think
because
Nigel-
we took more attention. Like Nigel didn't like it because he didn't get any attention.
Yeah, he was calling it
So
the
I
most
think
boring
he
doesn't live with
podcast.
you.
Yeah,
He was calling it really boring.
Yeah, he
And then-
didn't like it. Yeah, because he's very.
Yeah, so I was
self-
absolutely fine on there.
Yeah, you were. Yeah,
But
yeah.
as you can see, these two like to make things up for a bit of drama.
I wasn't even there.
I mean, look
In
up
separate
attachment
instances.
theory. Look up attachment theory.
Look it up if
Read
you
about
want.
dismissive avoidance.
Keep on
And
reading.
Tell me.
Keep on reading.
Tell me it's
and
not
never
Sunil
ever
Patel.
keep reading
Tell
and never
me.
change. That's what I've learned from this episode.
Evelyn, do you have any shows coming up?
No, I don't.
You have one tonight.
Oh no,
Yeah, but it won't be out there. It'll be out in 2
I'm
weeks.
gonna be on Mock the Week.
Woo!
Yeah. What
Oh
date's
my
that?
god.
We're recording June 15th, but I don't know. Is it
Be like
coming
that.
out a week?
This
after
will
that?
be
week,
out.
won't
This
it?
should be out this week. Oh
Mid-June.
my god.
Yeah.
Mid-June.
Yeah, so watch me on Mock the Week.
That's
where
very
I
exciting.
Have makeup on.
Evelyn Mock the Week. It's so
know,
cute.
I know, I have
Finally
to make
the
a joke about it.
Finally.
Do you have to though?
I think I do.
Oh,
She
no.
has to.
I
She
have
must.
to.
She must. She
I must.
must.
I really must.
You're doing your show at Soho Theatre. I think this will be out too late for that.
11th and 12th
I
of
didn't
June,
time
I
that
might
very
be,
well. I'm
late.
doing Camden Fringe in August.
Yay!
So am I.
So lots
So
to look
am I.
forward to, everybody.
Yay!
I watch episode 4 of Alan Partridge. I'm Alan.
Why?
I'm
You
in
are.
that.
You said I'm. You
Because
said
I'm
I'm
playing-
Alan
I'm-
Partridge.
You're Alan Partridge.
No, that's the old series, wasn't it? I meant it's this time.
No,
with
you
Alan
said
Partridge.
it was just the way you said it. It was like you.
No,
I'm
yeah.
Alan
I'm playing
Partridge.
Alan Partridge now. And also, that's it, I think.
That was such an Alan Partridge thing to say.
And what are the new Apple advert? I mean, the new Apple adverts.
Is it out?
Yeah, I think it's.
You're
Yeah.
allowed to announce it.
It's just Sunil's big face.
Ah.
It's just my big face in it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can't
As a barista.
wait. You were so secretive about it,
we
but
were
now you
both
can
in the
announce
same
it.
role.
Secret.
Did you know that?
Yeah,
I did know that,
I was
yeah.
supposed to be the driver, and she was supposed to be the barista.
But then you got the barista part.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't get a call back. I
Sunil
got a
told me
call
that
back
you turned it down.
No,
didn't.
I said that she wanted to do another one in Sweden instead.
Oh yeah, and then I lost that one too. Yeah.
Oh, Sunil, you're such a thief.
Yeah, I'll take what I fucking want.
Anyway, thank you for listening. You can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/whyisharrietcrying, where the podcast becomes weekly, so you get an episode every single week.
Yay.
And you can watch the videos and you can see Evelyn's left breast.
My left one. Yeah, there it is.
Thanks
It's
so
the
much,
good one.
everybody. It was the
It's
good one. Bye.
Bye.
Happy 100th.
Happy 100th.
Happy 100th to us.
Heart.